Well, another example that came to mind, and I didn't tell you about this, but I told that I was reading this, The Sounds of Life manga.
Oh yeah, I want to read it now. But
Number one, first of all, for you audience,
he's been hyping it up for like the
whoever-
past 2 weeks.
whoever is listening, listen to this closely. I don't care if you ignored the rest of the episode. Remember this one thing. Sounds of Life manga is the most impactful and best thing that I've ever read in my life. And the author is a genius beyond Oda, and I stand by that. I stand by that statement.
He's a big One Piece fan, by the way.
Yeah, I know I'll get hate for it. I've almost caught up with the manga, but I don't give two hoots. Freaking the author of Sounds of Life, he or she, I don't know what gender is, but they're cooking, bro. Anyway.
Welcome everybody to The Factory. Here with your hosts, Nicholas and Kevin.
Yes, sir.
And
We're
yeah.
back. We're back for another Saturday.
Another Saturday of The Factory. And today's topic is going to be purposes. With the main question being, do we have a purpose? And if yes, what is it?
Yeah, this is a question that all of humanity throughout time has been asking, and I'm just going to premise this with this episode with 2 points.
Go ahead.
One, do not expect an answer, because we are not geniuses. We're going to arrive at an answer at this.
We're going to have, hopefully.
Or rather, not that we don't have an answer, it's going to be...
We're going to have different answers.
And it's going to be very subjective.
Exactly.
Okay, so take it with that in mind. Second point being, this is something that ties very much to with my faith. So I'm going to premise this by saying that a lot of faith discussion is going to come from my side towards these topics, and I'm interested to see the views that you'd have, because you have a more secular world.
Yeah, I don't really follow a faith. I do have one technically.
You don't follow it, so
but
you
I
don't have
follow
it. So
it.
yeah. So so just for those of you who don't feel comfortable with such talk, I mean, feel free to drop off the video.
That's totally fine, by the way.
Yeah, it's. I do want to say I am not gonna be, because it's a common misunderstanding, especially with us Christians, that we're trying to convince people all the time. I'm not going to be, no one's trying to convince anybody of anything. I'm just going to say what I want to say.
And try to answer the question in the end.
Yeah,
That's the whole goal of this.
Yeah, I'm just going to express what I believe. And if you are curious and, are open-minded that way, then please, we
Ask more
welcome you.
questions,
Yeah, and feel free to stay throughout the video. But if you don't, we are not forcing you to watch this video. I mean, just drop off. It's your choice. But yeah, with that two things out of the way, also
Take it away,
I just realized this room has a bit of echo in it, but it's okay. It's okay.
Excellent.
Yeah. But yeah, without further ado,
Take it away.
Yeah.
First point.
Point number 1, the universal versus individual purpose question. Damn. All right. Is there one grand purpose for all humanity, or does each person have their own unique calling? Could it be both a universal purpose like connection, growth, love, expressed through individual gifts? So,
Which one do you want to say?
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, for me, it's both. It's the second one, a universal purpose expressed through individual gifts.
Could it be both a universal purpose? Yeah, I would say so. Yeah. Why can it not be?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll let you first share your thoughts, and then I'll come in why I choose the second one.
Sure. Okay, I'll try to answer the first one then. Is there a grand purpose for all humanity? That is a great question. I don't know. I don't think so, right? Because especially in the early days, our main goal was just basically survive as a species, right? And those needs have basically been genetically just coded into us, and they're still there.
Yeah.
So, but apart from that, I don't know. I guess it really depends on the society and the community that you come from and what they think the purpose of all humanity is. And
So from the community that you come from, what do they think? Like, what's your personal view on this question?
good question.
Okay, one, do you have a personal view? Two, if you do, what is it?
One, do I have a personal view? What?
On this statement, like,
Oh,
do you have a personal view regarding this? Or, like, if you don't, that's fine. But if you do, then what is it? So,
wait, a personal view on the question? I'm lost.
no, because you said, like, different communities have different views,
Oh, okay,
right?
okay.
So, you personally,
Gotcha. Okay, I get
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
I mean, like, I don't know.
you never really thought about it.
At least not this deeply. And
Okay.
even then, a lot of communities are more similar than you think, right? For example, if we take like communities in Asia, they really value heritage and ancestors and familiar bonds. And of course, there's also like the struggles of trying to meet those expectations from your parents and their parents before them, etc. Right?
Elders, yeah.
And that's not something that's just found in Asia. That can be found almost anywhere, right? So, in many ways, I don't really know. I don't really know if different communities really have different grand purposes. But I'm saying this like I know each culture of.
No, but again, I mean, you're just going general with them. I'm asking
I
you.
know.
You don't have to talk about. We can't talk about communities. So.
No.
What does Nicholas believe?
Oh, me. Like, what is the humanity's overall purpose?
First, do you think there is a purpose for all humanity?
I don't. No.
No. Okay.
At least not a clear one. So,
Okay. Do you think it is purpose for all humanity, or do you think that there is not a person for because it says for all humanity, or does each person have their own unique calling? So do you believe it's not the case of both of them, or do you not believe in a universal purpose but in an individual purpose, or do you not believe in both?
Because individual purpose is more self-built.
Okay.
So I don't know if you can say that a person has a purpose necessarily. It's more like they make one.
Okay.
It's more like they make one. But then I guess I guess I lean more into each person has their unique purpose that they don't necessarily have, but they find or make through the process of just living.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm not going to ask that question now because we're going to cover it in a later point.
Okay, sure.
But anyway, my view, as I said, it's I believe that it's both. It's a universal purpose that is fulfilled through individual callings. So the universal purpose in this case being having a relationship with God.
Okay.
That is both a personal and it's both a purpose and it's more of a goal. It's a goal, but also I think it would be classified as a purpose. But yeah, so that's both personal and universal. And that on the universal level, for all humanity to have a bond with God, it is fulfilled through each person's individual calling, whether it be because some people have certain gifts,
Okay.
right? Like some people are really good with hospitality, while some other people are really good with words.
Oh, my bad. A lot.
No, it's all good. It's all good. Some people are good with words.
Mm-hmm.
Some people are good with just various gifts. And through those gifts, we try to get ourselves to express ourselves better to God, and two, try those people who don't know about God, we try to bring them in closer as well. So that is my answer towards this. Also, as it says, it's also fulfilled like through connection, growth, and love. And those are like the means.
Just to clarify, all right, what specifically do the people do with the gifts?
So for example, I'll take me as an example.
Yeah, go for it.
So when it comes to my personal relationship with God, my gift is music. At least that's the one that I focus the most on. So what I usually do is I sing a lot to God, both personally, and then my contribution is that I serve in the church as well as a pianist. So through that, leading other people or helping other people they could have the gift of singing or not have the gift of singing, whatever it is, but it's regardless of that, to help other people feel encouraged to also seek that same level of relationship with God through singing, which is one of the ways.
Okay.
Yeah, so that is for me personally, that's how I use my gift.
Okay, so can we say, like, in a general sense, people's gifts are used to encourage and help other people, including themselves, to find a relationship?
Yes, 100%.
Gotcha.
It's more to be used as service than for yourself.
Got it, okay.
But yeah, you refine it by using it for yourself. That's how I think, yeah.
Right, got it.
All right, you can take over point 2.
All right, sure. Point 2.
I mean, unless you have anything else to add.
I just wanted to clarify, just to, make it clear where we both stand, especially with the first point, so we have very different...
We have a good...
very different views.
Yeah.
All right. Second point. The career via the calling...
The career...
The calling distinction.
Yeah.
How do we separate...
Wait, just say it clearly.
The career versus the calling distinction.
There you go. Good job.
Thank you. How do we separate what pays the bills from what feeds the soul? Can they be the same thing, or is there wisdom in keeping them separate? What happens when you're made for conflicts with what you're paid for?
To get context, I'll just read the quote. Put there.
Your career is what you're paid for, but your purpose is what you're made for.
Yeah. So what do you think? So we'll start with, can they be the same thing, or is there wisdom in keeping them separate?
Bills and stuff you do for the soul.
So I guess
they can be the same, but they can also be separate.
Yeah, you could interpret it as passion versus career kind of thing.
Right.
So, yeah.
They can. I feel like they can be the same or separate. Right. Like, I mean, like, of course you can talk about like the thousands of people that like follow their dreams, NBA stars or football players, right? And they, of course, pursued their one gift that they had and the thing that they were most passionate about, and they made it work, right? But a lot of us don't really have, let's say, that talent, or I don't know, maybe there's more stuff going on in life, or something happened, right? And in many times, you're gonna find your position where you're gonna have a career and something that you're passionate about. So yeah, it can be either one or both.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what do you think happens when your made for conflicts with your paid for? So not intersects, but conflicts in the sense that
You just have to find a way to make it work, I guess. There's no other way to work around it, right?
if you, which one, because sometimes it might be the case of letting one go.
Oh no, yeah.
So in that case, what do you think, what you should be letting go? Or not, no, I won't phrase it as you should be. But what do you think is more wise to let go? The paid for or the passion, the made for?
Okay, that's a better question. Yeah, because what I was gonna say, or I was gonna add on, was it's always gonna be, it's like a balancing act, like a lot of things are, right?
Yeah.
You gotta find a way to make it work. But if you find yourself in that position where you made a conclusion that has to be either one of them, then yeah, that's where we get into your question.
Yeah.
If we do get into that position, oh God, it's hard, right? Because if the passion thing doesn't work, you don't have money, and you, right? It's just not sustainable, right? And like what we said, like the last episode, we gotta meet the hierarchy of needs, or else you're just not gonna survive, right? Because the base is food, shelter, you know.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's a hard. It has to be. I'd say, if I can, I would choose the passion, but I would have to do a lot of preparation and a lot of calculating the risks to be able to do it. Because if it doesn't work, I'm going right back to the career thing, right? Yeah.
Which might be harder to get back into.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. They're gonna be like, "Can you explain this gap in your
in your employment history?"
We're like, no. But
Okay.
yeah. I don't know. Would it be the same for you?
Yeah, I'll tell the things for those two questions and we can discuss the
Go for
last
it.
one together.
Go for it.
As for can they be the same thing or is there wisdom in keeping them separate? As you said, I agree that they can be the same thing. Of course, it's not a question of it's not black or white.
Of course.
It definitely can be the same thing, with, as you said, people who follow their passion and becomes a career. Musicians, sportsmen, sportswomen, that whole thing. But I think it's more often than not we find that it's separate. Like people work a job that they don't. It's not that they don't enjoy it. They might enjoy it, but it's not exactly their passion per se.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like for example, me, yeah, I mean, electrical engineering is not exactly my passion, but I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Not unhappily. I mean, I'm surprisingly enjoying the second year.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
Well, that's good
complete
to hear, actually,
sidebar,
yeah.
complete sidebar. But
No,
second year has
I'm
been
glad to
good.
hear that. Yeah, I'm glad to
Yeah,
hear that.
yeah.
I am no, it's not
It's
bad.
been rough for
it's
you,
not
yeah.
bad, but it's been rough.
Yeah.
It's been rough.
Yeah, it's been busy for you.
It's not bad, but it's been rough. Yeah.
Anyway, going back to this. So, yeah, but I think there is, as far as there wisdom in keeping them separate, from what I've been taught and what I've seen,
Okay.
given how money flows in this world, I would say there is wisdom in keeping them separate because
Okay.
usually the odds are that your passion can't pay the bills and you do need something else stable to keep that steady flow of income. But again, nothing stopping you to pursue it, but like apart from in your
Got
free
it.
time,
Okay, yeah.
basically.
No, yeah, got
Kind
it,
of like
yeah.
how we're doing with this podcast. Like we're not prioritizing this podcast over our studies, but we're doing it in our own time when we.
Yeah.
So I think in that sense there is wisdom when you see like self-preservation.
For sure. No, I'd say that's probably the most important thing.
Yeah. Like,
Right.
not to say that it doesn't, I mean, obviously that's the safe bet. It's not to say that the converse never works.
Mm-hmm.
There are people who have just bet everything on their passion and, eventually it worked out. But then again, that is a path that you can only take if you have the strength for that path. It's not something that anybody and everybody can do. So, yeah. So that's my view on that. As for what happens when your made for conflicts with your paid for, again, depends on the person and depends on the situation. But yeah, if it comes to like one or the other,
Yeah, I already gave my answer, didn't I?
yeah.
I'd try as much as I can for the passionate one, but yeah, preparation is important, right?
Yeah.
Because self-preservation and meeting the basic needs
Yeah.
are also, if not more equally important than passions.
Yeah. But if it's like a save one, lose the other type situation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here's what I'm thinking. So drawing back to the self-preservation point.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is like a brain and heart conversation. My brain is saying choose the paid for
Of course.
because self-preservation.
Right.
But then my heart is like, but if you give up your made for, then what is the point of living?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you don't live to work, you work to live. So,
I like that.
yeah.
That last one, I like it. That's a quote.
Yeah,
That's the quote of the day. You work to live. No, what?
No, you don't live to work, you work to live.
You work to live, yeah.
Yeah. So in that sense, I would say choose the made for, like the passion. And as you said, like if you've been wise with it, like done the preparation and so on and so forth, maybe it might work out. You never know.
Yeah.
Maybe, the made for becomes your paid for.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think, I mean, it is unconventional, but I would say choose the made for, because I don't really see a point in living life if you choose your paid for over your, like if you choose your job over
I
your
agree.
passion.
No, yeah. I agree. That's yeah.
Yeah, because
I have the same answer. It's just I made the I know that you have to make a compromise, right?
Yeah.
Because you can't go full in. You can't go full in, because if you go full in, your basic needs
It's like
aren't
a
met.
gamble. It's a
right?
complete gamble.
Exactly.
So, yeah. But hopefully, I mean, now we'll go to the next question, but hopefully it won't come to that, where it's like a do or die. But yeah, the next question being, how do we separate what pays the bills from what feeds the soul? So like, how do we balance that?
How do we balance that?
So in your experience, because of course you have balanced the way that you do studies and then you pursue your hobbies, like for example volleyball or something.
Mm-hmm.
So like, how have you balanced it so far?
I haven't. That's the thing. I haven't. I'm
Okay.
still freaking figuring it out. It is really hard to do, especially when you're interested in so many stuff and you want to pursue so many things.
Oh, tell me about it.
Right?
Yeah.
And then not to forget, like you also have personal responsibilities to your family, yourself, and of course cleaning the house, chores.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. So
That's been me
it's
for like this past
hard.
month.
It is
Yeah.
hard. It's been me my whole life, bro. Don't lie to
Yeah.
yourself. It's,
Yeah.
that's what life is about now. That's what it is about now. Just trying to figure out that balance of seeing what feeds the soul and what you need to do. It is hard. I can't tell you that I figured it out because I haven't. I have not.
Okay. Yeah.
The only things that I can really tell you that at least somewhat work for now is there is always a set time that I have where I don't do anything, but it's either cooking and resting and just going to sleep or something like that. So for me, that time is around like 8 p.m. I don't do anything after like 8 p.m. I start cooking, I eat. After that, I don't do anything. If I go to sleep, or worst case scenario, I brain rot for an hour.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what I try to do. And then of course, schedules. Try to schedule as many things as you can. I feel like it helps if there's like a group of people behind it, like volleyball, right? Because in a sense, I don't know if this will make sense, but because in a sense it feels like you're somewhat responsible for keeping that small community alive, right? Because there needs to be a certain amount of people to be able to play volleyball.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So a community and something that you can do together with a set schedule, I feel like that helps.
Yeah. The thing with schedules though nowadays, I feel like I'm gonna drop another quote now.
Go for it.
I feel like we prioritize our schedule more than scheduling our priorities.
Oh no, agreed, right? It's the whole I think I've heard this a lot recently, especially about people critiquing how nowadays we have to be efficient, like 100% every day, all day. But that's just so tiring, right?
It is. It's
Being
definitely.
efficient all day,
Yeah.
like it's not fun.
Definitely not.
Right?
Yeah.
It's not fun.
Yeah. I think for me, again, me too, I'm nowhere near figuring it out as well. Like, just for the most part, what I've done is prioritizing things, because like at this point in life, my priority is studies first.
Got it.
And then everything else later. So if in that way, at least I have one thing to use as a reference to balance the other stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that also helps. Yes.
Yeah,
agreed.
so that's something that I do. But again, at least this past month, I've had this, I've had like a stupid amount of free time. So, I've been really just taking a lot of stuff on my plate, like
Putting
study.
it off?
Not putting it off. I mean, studies is always there. Like, even though I don't have many lectures per se, the assignments are still there.
Yeah.
So assignments take up time and all of that. But then apart from all of that, podcast, I spend time editing, reviewing, making all the other the design stuff for the posts and all that. So that takes up time. Then I went to that acting seminar as well. And that also took up time, and that kind of, that had the potential to be another time-consuming, repetitive thing. Then I have volleyball, which is twice every week. Then I have serving at the church for piano, so practice, and then Sundays. That also takes time.
Yeah.
So all these stuff being there kind of overwhelmed. So that's why I took a break from piano for this month.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that I've not had that for this month. And then I also managed to keep the acting thing to just that one meeting. Maybe I'll pursue it as a hobby later on, but definitely not now. That I've kind of streamlined the workflow for the podcast, the way we produce the episodes. So kind of streamline that process. And so in a way, it's like I took all these things that I had on my plate, and I put these things in their different departments as with using my willingness to do those things. with the compromise, with the exception of studies. Like studies, whether I want to do it or not, I will do it.
Got it. Yeah.
So everything else, I compartmentalize that way. So, I mean, it's worked so far for me, but I don't know if it's healthy or not.
I mean, that's the whole point of trying things, right? To see if they
Yeah.
actually work. And
Yeah.
different people work different ways, right?
Yeah.
If it works for you,
for me it has
keep going at
because for me it has because I'm quite happy with the stuff that I'm doing and in the capacity that I'm
keep
doing
doing
them
it
as
then,
well.
yeah.
So for me it works, but but I think even though I don't think you can figure out the like you can't I don't think you can figure out a permanent answer
Schedule.
because
Yeah.
things in your schedule also keep changing. Like
Yeah,
you have
exactly.
university, but that's like for us at least it's like 5 years, and then we have a job. So then our like that the main thing in our schedule just changes all over again.
Exactly.
And then sometimes you might lose interest in a few things, gain interest in other things, and so it always changes. So I don't think it's more about finding like one set answer on how you
Oh, no,
balance
then,
set things. But I
Yeah.
think it's more about finding for lack of a better word, finding a flow that works for you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that somewhat describes it.
Yeah.
Finding a flow
Yeah.
for
Like
each person. Yeah.
kind of like a routine in a way.
I guess
Like
so, yeah.
like tying into what you said about like scheduling these things. Like that obviously, like with volleyball, as you said, having that only on those 2 days definitely helps. So that doesn't mean I'm not like every week I'm like, okay, when do I play volleyball this week?
Exactly.
It's already
yeah.
decided.
It's already decided.
And that's also another thing that I can like work my calendar around. So yeah. Do you have anything else you want to add? Or?
No.
Cool.
I am trying something. I don't know if it'll work because of that thing right there. That phone. The phone is the main enemy. Instagram, and all those
it's
all
been
those
it's been
social
taking your
medias,
life for
bro.
like the
It's been-
past 2
it's
weeks,
been-
dude.
It's been.
Yeah.
It's right.
What is it that I mean? If you're comfortable sharing, what is
No,
it?
no,
that
it's
you're
fine.
trying?
It's not anything like overly personal or anything like that. It's boredom.
Mm.
I need to try, or at least I'm gonna try
Yeah.
to get away from that thing for
Yeah,
longer.
Yeah.
So I'm just bored. So then,
Yeah.
in a sense, I feel like doing something else than just that.
Yeah. 100%.
Right.
It's been something that I've been implementing.
And I'm trying to figure out how to take that thing for a few hours at least,
Yeah.
so I can stay bored and do something.
Yeah. That's been something that I've been implementing as well, because I've wanted to get back to drawing for a while, because I haven't done it for the most part like that often. But yeah, slowly getting there. I mean, I told you about the sketch that I made somewhat recently, but yeah, now with exams and stuff, I put it aside again.
Yeah, we don't have too many exams next week. We could probably start doing it again.
Yeah, I mean, you have 2, I have 3, and mine are spaced out. And
Oh yeah, yours are spaced out.
because I mean, we have both on one day,
Yeah.
and then I have the other one like on Saturday.
Oh.
So I have to spend the rest of the week studying for that.
Never mind then.
Yeah, but after that, hopefully classes still stay kind of free for me, so that way I can get back to it. But anyway. Point number 3. Yeah, you read
That's
this
me.
one out.
The
No, you read the last one, so I'll read this one.
Oh, you read the last one.
You stumbled upon distinction, bro. Did you forget already?
Yeah, I stumbled upon distinction. We just did.
No, that's the one that we're going to do now.
Oh.
Point number 3. The problem versus truth framework. Sometimes our search for purpose feels like a problem to solve, but what if it's more about accepting who we already are? Are we looking too hard for something that's already present within us? So Yeah, the quote that inspired this point was, when you find no solution to a problem, it's probably not a problem to be solved, but rather a truth to be accepted.
That is actually a really good point.
I agree with the quote. I don't so much agree with the little description, but I don't know why I don't agree with it. So while I think about that,
Alright, go.
You-
I'll start. I'll start.
yeah.
I definitely think the beginning of that statement is true to an extent. Our search for purpose a lot of the times isn't necessarily a problem to be solved, but something that we already have, and then we have to either figure out how to make it a service or a service to ourselves. And yeah, I guess so.
Do you think people in general are looking too hard for something that's already present within them? Like from your observation of
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out.
our society?
I guess so. Because what's something that, like a purpose, does... Yeah, no, this is hard to answer.
No, what's the thing that's puzzling you?
Because for me, it's very vague what it means to find that thing that's within you, and then the purpose that's out there. Because that's very vague now. What would you
That is, I
consider?
think that's why I don't really agree with the
Right.
description that much. Like that phrasing of something present within us already. I mean, it's kind of like a half truth. It's kind of like, yeah, a part of it maybe, but I don't think that's not the full answer.
Right, because what's the purpose out there, right? Because if you think of like very generic purposes, like doing service, or donating to charity, or getting money to donate to charity, or I don't know, podcast even, right? Look, those are things that you do, right? Those are actions. That's not necessarily something that you find. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's why it's somewhat vague and hard to answer the question when we're talking about the purpose out there and the thing that we're
Perhaps
finding
like
within
what it means by something is present within us is that desire to do
the
those
desire.
actions.
Okay, that's a better. Yeah, that makes more sense. A desire.
So do you think that's something that so that desire, is it something that we just have or is it developed?
I say developed, right? Because we have to learn about the world. We have to learn how to do things, learn about the issues in the world and the issues that matter to us as well, right? So I definitely think it's something that's developed, and the only way for it to be developed is just being open-minded and exploring the world around you in whatever way you can.
Yeah. Okay, my turn.
Hit me with your
So
answer
I
to this.
definitely agree with the quote where it's like when you don't find a solution to a problem, it's maybe not something to be solved, but a truth to be accepted. I agree with that. And I also do agree with the first part of it where like I think humans have gotten so obsessed with searching for a purpose that it's become a problem to solve. Whereas I don't think it's something that you should it's not something that you should desperately search. I understand why people desperately search for it. I mean, that's the whole point of a purpose.
Right.
But I don't think it's something like someone gave a example, but I'm trying to remember exactly what it is. Right. Okay. Yeah. I don't know if you'll understand this though, if it would make
It
much
does
sense.
not matter. Just hit me.
Because I don't know how to explain the context to it. But anyway, Again, this is faith related, so it's
Okay,
more
no, that's
so. It's an analogy where so a light casts a shadow, right? So in this case, we take the light as God and the shadow as the purpose.
Okay.
Okay. Now, if you chase your own shadow,
You're never.
you're never gonna reach it.
Well, I guess you kind of. No. Okay. No. My bad.
Yeah. I mean, like it's kind of pointless to chase your own shadow because it's always
It's there.
Yeah, it's there.
It's always there.
But if you walk closer to the light, the shadow will always follow you. So it's not more about you following the shadow; it's the shadow following you. So in a way that you focus on building your relationship with God, and whatever your purpose is, you'll realize it in
clearer.
it. Yeah,
Okay.
like you'll realize it in time. So that is why I think that you shouldn't like desperately search for it, like obsess over finding a purpose. Because I think it's something that not naturally, but something that, because okay, the way I'm saying it makes it think like you should not put any effort. You should put effort into it. It is something that you should willingly want, first of all.
A purpose?
Yeah. Because some people just live life as they want without any purpose. So,
Okay.
And they're free to do that. That's their choice. But so one, you should want the purpose. Two, when you do want it, there is effort to be put in to realize what it is.
Of course, yes.
But I don't think it's something that you should obsess over or like harm yourself or harm others unknowingly, of course, in that pursuit of finding a purpose. So that's one thing. The other one, again, accepting who we already are. Because we've discussed this like a million times in the past 4 episodes. We always change. Who we are always changes.
Exactly, yeah.
So I don't think it's something that is just ingrained in you since the dawn of time,
For sure. No.
I think, I mean, I agree with you on the thing that it's developed. It's not
developed, yeah.
It's not something that just comes out of you out of nowhere. Like that desire to, for example, work for an NGO or work for a charity or donate to a charity or whatever it is. It comes out of witnessing the impact said organization has or whatever it is.
Exactly.
So, so I don't really agree with that part of it, but I definitely agree with the not obsessing to solve the problem view of the point. So, yeah. All right, next point. Point number 4.
Right, just to add another thing. Not necessarily add.
No, go for it.
Yeah, sure, I'll just say it. I don't know how else to.
Safe space.
I understood, the way I understood the last, what do you call it, metaphor? Yeah, sure.
Analogy. Yeah, sure, whatever.
Metaphor.
Yeah. Example.
Yeah. Is that I feel like it's much better to focus on building upon yourself. Figuring out a way to be the better version of you as you can by, I don't know. It can be how in whatever way, right? Learning into your passions or learning how to have better habits or, even going to therapy or even something simpler, just working out even, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I have to say.
And
sure. Also, something funny I just realized. This sounds very similar. Have you seen like those videos where they say don't find your art style, the art style finds
yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's it's this whole discussion just now sounds exactly like that.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
The art style finds you eventually, right? And you will develop it through the time while you're learning specific things like anatomy, perspective, even try or not necessarily copying, but learning from other artists.
Referencing.
Exactly,
Yeah.
referencing. Yeah, no, that's all I wanted to
As
say.
for the art style thing, I disagree. I think you
You
have
disagree?
to find the art style. But anyway, that's another
Okay,
conversation.
okay.
But I can see why you say like working on yourself, because the next thing, like for those who don't really follow a god or God,
Yeah,
the next thing is obviously yourself. So
exactly.
yeah, makes sense. Anyway, you read this one.
Yeah.
Part 4.
Part 4. The easy path versus the right path dilemma. If purpose often requires sacrifice and difficulty, how do we distinguish between meaningful struggle and unnecessary suffering? When is resistance a sign to push through versus a sign to change direction? That is a great, I like that last question especially. And the quote for that one is, sometimes the right path is not the easiest one.
Yeah. Whew, okay,
You take this one away.
this is a deep one.
Yeah, right?
So, okay, if purpose often requires sacrifice and difficulty, how do we distinguish between meaningful struggle and unnecessary suffering?
That's hard. Right? That's hard.
Because again, it's a case by case, person by person
Right?
answer. But if I were to generalize it, I would say I don't know so much for meaningful struggle, but unnecessary suffering could be like going back to that statement of being efficient. Of course, no one can be like 100% efficient, and that's it's not something that you should
Achieve even.
Yeah, like it's not a priority to achieve. It's good if you do, but it's not like a priority. But I would say efficiency in a way, because like if let's say like you and someone are chasing the same goal, right? And this person is doing some things that are more that in your eyes are less action, more reward kind of action, but while you are just doing all the work that you could ever do, but you're getting like very little reward, if any. I think that would be a sign to, not to say that you copy this person's method, but I'd take it as a sign to like reevaluate whether what you're doing actually matters or not. Let me think of an example. I'm trying to think of an example in the back of my mind, but because I can't really speak on meaningful struggle because it's different for each person. Because I was thinking like Blue Lock came to mind, right? Like they strive to be the number one striker through their egos and all of that, and each character has their own struggle and their own unique ego and unique approach of
Being a striker.
achieving that goal.
Exactly.
So like what works for Isagi doesn't work for Rin, for example. So in that way, I don't think, because what could be meaningful struggle for Rin wouldn't be for like Isagi is a adaptability guy, right? So he learns more by observing,
observing, and trying,
yeah, and trying and like forming theories and this and that. Whereas Rin is a more instinct guy, and he at least with like the latest arc, he's his quote unquote solution was to like look within himself and figure out where these desires and instincts come from and how to control it and all of that.
Exactly, yeah.
So for Isagi to do what Rin was doing, it would be meaningless. And for Rin to do what Isagi was doing, it would be meaningless because it's yeah. But then at the same time, unnecessary struggle could have been like, because initially when like the introduction of Isagi and Rin's thingy, they both were the same.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And it was and I don't remember where exactly it was. I think maybe U20 arc, where like towards the end of the match, that like Rin realized that this logic thing is holding him back, or like it's not his full potential.
Oh yeah. I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was during the U20.
It was the U20 match. So like that is when he realized that this is not his actual ego or like actual.
The power of friendship. Nah,
yeah,
I spit on that.
disgusting.
I spit on that.
Man, that was a scene, bro.
That was a good
Damn.
one. Yeah.
But anyway, so that's where he realized it.
Yes. Yeah.
And even Isagi, towards like at the beginning of NEL, where he didn't really have a clear direction on how to grow his adaptability thing. He was kind of trying to gain inspiration from other people's methods, right? Like he saw Bachira and he was like, okay, so what inspires him? How can I apply it to myself or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
But then later on during the which game, like Uber's game or something, where he gains metavision.
Yeah.
By seeing Kaiser, that opened a whole new avenue for him, and then he's like, okay, this is my path. I don't have to. No, actually, even a better example for that is the Bastard München versus PXG game, where he faces that wall of talent, of the geniuses versus talented
the logical
learners.
thing. Yeah, the talented learners or the logical thinkers.
Yeah, and he's like, you keep playing crazy soccer, you geniuses, and we'll use logic to
outthink you.
Outthink you, basically. So like those kind of, I think by really going into that, we can see like the whole one sec. Oh, okay, it's fine, leave it.
Right.
But yeah, like you can see the distinction between meaningful struggle and like unnecessary, not, what was the phrasing of it?
The
meaningful struggle and unnecessary suffering.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah. No, you basically summed it up really well, especially with using Bullock as an example.
Yeah.
Right. But at the same, the only thing I have to add on to that is that you just have to try things and figure out what is unnecessary suffering and what is meaningful suffering, right? If Isagi didn't try anything, he would have never figured out that, the logical or the talented learner was his style of playing at the end of.
Yeah.
Well, not really at the end of, but
Towards the end.
during the match of Munich. It's not Munich. It's München versus the
PXG.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
That's why it's so personal. That's why everybody has to figure out what to them is unnecessary suffering and what to them is meaningful struggle. Because everybody has everybody has a different background. Everybody has different goals. Everybody has different purposes. To tie it in nicely with this episode.
Yeah. Talking about different I love how in all of these reels of Isagi, like they show just how badass he is, right?
Yeah.
And the comments always are loving family, by the way. no childhood trauma, by the way.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. But another example that came to mind, and I didn't tell you about this, but I told that I was reading this, the Sounds of Life manga.
Oh yeah, I want to read it now.
Number one, first of all, for you audience,
he's been hyping it up for like the past 2 weeks.
Whoever is listening, listen to this closely. I don't care if you ignored the rest of the episode. Remember this one thing. Sounds of Life manga is the most impactful and best thing that I've ever read in my life. And the author is a genius beyond Oda, and I stand by that. I stand by that statement. I
He's
know
a big One Piece fan, by the way.
Yeah, I know I'll get hate for it. I've almost caught up with the manga, but I don't give two hoots. Freaking the author of Sounds of Life, he or she, I don't know what gender is, but they're cooking, bro. Anyway. But an example there, right?
Yeah.
Is the main high school that we focus on is Tokisei High School. And then I'm going to skip over a lot of the plot or whatever. I'm just going to go to the last, to like where the manga is currently. Nationals. So there's the other school that is basically won the nationals for like 5 years in a row. It's called Ichie High School. And it's basically a music school that's like dedicated for music and people who are going pro. So that's why other high schools don't stand a chance to them. And during the whole training arc of Tokisei versus Ichihai towards nationals. So Tokisei's method is just sheer hard work. Like literally it's very little impact of talent per se, because to be honest, only one person in that club really has like talent, but everybody else, they build their skills up like from the ground up, and it's like just sheer like insane amount of hard work, and that's Tokisei's like philosophy pretty much. Whereas Ichie, they're all talented, right? But then their struggle was that teamwork thing, because each of them are individually strong, but they
haven't figured out how to work together.
Yeah, but together they can't.
There's no synergy.
Yeah, there is a there is a form of synergy, but the full potential of that synergy is not.
Okay.
Because like the introduction of Ichie, right? They play this piece called Tomfoolery, which is basically the clashing of all of their styles. And it's described as being such an overwhelming piece that you question your life after hearing that.
Right.
And the way it's depicted as well, it's like one person has a very destructive type of what do you call, or not destructive, but like a very all-consuming type of aura per se, while another one has a very gentle, very calm approach, while the others have different approaches, and it's the clashing of all of that makes up that piece of music, which is like apparently the best thing anyone's heard. So the struggle for Tokisei was just hard work, because they couldn't figure out the piece. So they got an original piece from their club advisor or whatever, because he can compose music, whatever. You'll read it. But they were struggling really with like the meaning of the piece, because the composer was like, I made a piece for y'all, it's for y'all to interpret and decide. So these people, they were like, their struggle was their struggle was also within themselves, because they got like 2 new first years and that whole acclimatization process and all of that. God, I can't go without going into fanboy mode, but anyway. So yeah, their struggle was
No, keep going. Bro,
Yeah.
I don't mind.
Yeah,
keep going.
Yeah, so their struggle was basically just figuring out the meaning of the piece and how each of them would, how
Play a
each
role in
of
that?
their approaches towards that piece would be.
Okay.
Whereas conversely, Ichihai's struggle was synergy and trying to understand each other and trying to complement each other's music rather than overwriting each other's music. So if we just took that and reversed it, like hard work for Ichihai, even though they do hard work, but it would
not work.
Yeah,
right?
it would not be meaningful struggle. Like that's not where their weak point is. And if you were to take that for Tokisei is like freaking a family, bro, at this point. So like they can't get closer.
Right.
So yeah, so again, that is also another example of like both of them aiming for the same goal of being first in nationals, but then two very different approaches.
And problems
Yeah, so
you know,
I
skill
think
sets.
okay,
even,
I think
would
yeah,
guess.
that gave more clarity, I guess. So really, the way you can distinguish between meaningful struggle and
You have to
unnecessary
figure it
suffering.
out.
No, unnecessary suffering
Yeah.
is first identifying your weak point.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's first
Oh, no, yeah, yeah. I guess
identifying
so.
the problem in the first place,
Mm-hmm.
and then figuring out a solution that works for you towards solving that issue or whatever.
Actually, yeah, that's a great way to put it. Actually, yeah.
Yeah. So wait. When is resistance assigned to push through or assigned to change? Yeah, we kind of covered that already.
No, we covered it. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So moving on to point five. Yeah. The gift discovery versus gift sharing balance. Okay. I think this is also a teaser of a future episode, episode on talent. That we have.
Talent.
Yeah. But that's a bit forward in the pipeline. But anyway, Picasso. So there'll be a quote by Pablo at the end of this. But Picasso suggests life has two phases. One is finding your gift, and then giving it away. So how do we know when we've moved from discovery to contribution, and can we do both simultaneously? So the quote here being, the meaning of life is to find your gift, and the purpose of life is to give it away. Spoken by Pablo Picasso. I'm gonna hand over the mic to you, but before that, just one little point. I like how he's distinguished between the meaning of life and the purpose of life. Because a lot of us think the meaning of life and the purpose of life are the same thing.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can be different. Yeah.
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 Well, but anyway, yeah. So,
thanks. Yeah. Well, that's actually kind of cool. I didn't even notice that. The meaning of life is to find your give. Oh shit! I didn't notice that. And the purpose of life is it to give it away.
yeah. Yeah. But yeah, what's your take on point 5?
That it is. I guess.
Yeah, it's a very deep one. So take your time to think about it.
But I don't know. I don't think I can disagree with this, right? Because like this comes back to the idea of like developing that desire and passion, right? And we already talked about how to do that and where that might come from, right? So I definitely agree with the first bit that you have to find that gift, whatever it may be. And it might not even necessarily be. I feel like gift here has like a connotation of talent, but in this case, it's more of a passion. It doesn't necessarily It doesn't necessarily have to be something that you're talented at. Yeah. Just a passion towards anything.
Or even like just something that you're good at. Like as I said, touched like towards the first point. A gift could be like being good at hospitality or like being a good speaker. So stuff like that. Yeah.
It could also be something that you're good at, right?
Yeah.
And then, how do we know when we moved from discovery to contribution? I don't think we do. I mean, like we're gonna notice eventually, but I feel like that transition just somewhat just happens, right? Because once you figure out that passion, once you figure out that one thing you want to do and you're good at, right? You just from there, like I feel like it becomes much more clear what you're gonna do next. So, and from then on, then you're gonna start doing, contribution. But you're not gonna notice it until much later on. So it's like, so once you figure out, I can't really disagree with this there.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
And can we do it? Can we do both?
That's the thing. That's the thing that I don't know. I don't think we can do both.
Really?
No, I don't.
Because I'm going to use myself as an example.
Go for it. So go for it. Because for that last one where it says, "Can we do both simultaneously?"
Okay, I mean, you tell me why you think no first, and then I'll.
Because it's like a process, right? Because I feel like it's two different steps. Figure out what that desire, passion, or in this case, in this quote, your gift is. Then you contribute. It's not.
Okay.
Like I don't. Well, at least right now, I don't see how that necessarily overlaps.
Okay.
Oh, I guess. Okay, the one way that it could overlap is if your gift or passion changes throughout time. But apart from that, no, I can't think of another way.
Okay.
Yeah, go hit me with your answer.
All right. So again, I'm going to use music as an example for me.
Please.
So, first off, yeah, I also agree with the quote that meaning of life is finding a gift, purpose of life is give it away. Because I think a lot of things that people associate with purpose, like doing something for a charity or an NGO, or it's always like serving related. Like you're not doing it. You find satisfaction with yourself by doing it for others, and that's what, like, even something like simple, like a lot of couples, or I mean, I can't say that in today's age, but okay, a lot of people find purpose in raising a kid, and that's what they devote themselves to. And so, but again, that's not for themselves, that's for the kid, like that's serving the kid, right? So that's why I think, like, purpose is always something that you do for others while getting that satisfaction in yourself. I mean, you do it for others because you feel good doing it,
Right.
but the thing that we associate purpose with is that thing that we do, that we give. So that's why I think, and that's why I agree with the quote.
Okay.
But yeah, moving on to how do we know when we've moved from discovery to contribution? For me, it was kind of like forced in a way. So okay, obviously discovery of music for me happened like when I was like 6 or 7 or something like that.
Yeah.
And I was practicing music, and yeah, just years and years of practicing music. And then around when I was 8 or 9 or something around that age, the musician in our prayer group, so we have a weekly gathering where we just basically just chillax mostly. I mean, we this is hard to explain without the context of like a Christian upbringing, but anyway, we sing songs for a bit, then we have like this message that one person gives, and then after that we all just chillax.
Okay.
So the musician for our group left during that time because he had to pursue studies in Australia or something like that. And in the interim, before the church could give us another person to fill in his position, we had no one. But there was little old me, who knew how to play, who somewhat knew how to play the keyboard at the time. So so for me, to move from discovery to contribution, it was kind of like forced by not. I don't like using the word forced because it.
Like the contribution was forced upon you? Like it was like.
Yeah, like it wasn't that I volunteered for the position. It was just kind of like, you do it for the interim. All right?
Okay.
Which like in hindsight, I'm super duper grateful for, because that is what really facilitated my growth in music, first of all. But so I don't say it in a regretful capacity whatsoever.
Okay.
But but it was kind of like pushed upon me. Obviously, me continuing to do it was my own will, but the move from discovery to contribution was just happened.
Okay.
But then also that is only in like cases like mine. For others, as you said, it's something that could just happen in the natural, flow of things or whatever. But yeah, and then moving on to like, can we do both simultaneously? That is what I'm currently doing. I'm discovering music and while also at the same time contributing to society in my way using music. But then again, just caveat, I think it depends from gift to gift. I don't think this applies to every single gift. Because if it's, but I think most gifts though, most
yeah, because
gifts,
the way you said it,
most
like,
gifts,
the
because
discovery process doesn't
yeah, because
just,
it's something,
yeah.
because things like music or hospitality or like public speaking or sports or like fitness or whatever, they don't really have a limit.
Exactly. They keep changing.
They
as
keep
well,
changing,
right?
and there's always something more to learn or something to get better at or whatever. So, but then that doesn't mean that it should stop you from contributing in your current capacity. So for me, which is music, I am still very far away from calling myself a good musician. But then at the current capacity that I do have, I try to do the best that I can by contributing to church, to friends who sometimes have use of my musical skills, or like other people who want stuff like that. So
Okay.
so I think we can do both simultaneously, or rather, I think most people do.
Okay. No,
Yeah.
that answer makes sense.
Yeah.
The definition for me was a bit different, but yours is also,
Like in your case,
I don't disagree with
yeah,
yours
in your
either.
case, for example, let's take volleyball, right?
Yeah.
So your contribution would be making the game fun for you yourself and for other people around you.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, you are also growing your skills in volleyball.
Of course,
at the
yeah,
same-
exactly.
so,
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Anything you want to add? Or
No, I completely agree with your
We are 1 hour 10.
definition as well.
Yeah. Anyway, number 6. Yeah, you take it away.
The predetermined versus the created purpose. Are we born with a specific purpose waiting to be uncovered, or do we create a purpose through our choices and actions? Does it matter which is true if the outcome feels meaningful? Okay, that last one is a bit.
The last one is an existential
that last one
question
is a
after the
bit-
previous one. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, what is your? I think I know what your answer is, but what is your answer?
Oh yeah, sure. I'll give it to you. See if it's the
Yeah.
same. See if it's the one that you think it is.
Because I mean, we touched upon this
Yeah, we
earlier
already touched upon
already,
it.
so,
Yeah, I think this is going to be very similar to my answer to like the first point,
point.
right? It's something we uncover. It is something that is definitely going to be created through our choices and actions, and what we learn for those choices and actions, right? And to answer the last one, does it matter if it's true, if the outcome feels meaningful? No.
Like, does it matter if it is a, predetermined purpose or a created purpose?
That's what I meant.
That's what it meant.
Oh. I don't think it matters if it's predetermined or not, because you're going to do the purpose regardless, right? And if you enjoy it, just keep going at it. There's no point in stopping, right?
Yeah.
But the way I understood the question was, does it matter if the purpose is meaningful?
Oh, no.
But at the same
If it's not meaningful, then it's not a purpose. I mean, how can you... The definition of purpose is something that you accredit meaning to. Otherwise, you wouldn't call it a purpose.
Yeah, I guess it would be meaningful to you anyways, right?
Yeah. So it's not about...
necessarily meaningful to society, but it would be meaningful to you anyways. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter because it's meaningful to you anyways, because it's meaningful to you personally. Yeah, okay. Is that what you thought my answer would be?
Yeah. I
right.
thought you would say create purpose through choice and action.
Yeah.
Which I do agree with you to a part. Like for me, it is. It's not. I don't like the wording of specific purpose because I mean, just touching upon like again point 1. Like that's that universal purpose and personal purpose of like getting closer to God, right? But it's not like there's only one way to do it. Like it's different for each person, and according to the way that they are. So I wouldn't say specific purpose, but we are born with that purpose of getting closer, like why is my brain lagging? Of developing a relationship with God. But also, I think it's also possible to create a purpose through choices and actions. Like, I'm not saying that it's one or the other.
Mm-hmm.
My answer is like same to the point one. It's both. Like, it is something that is predetermined, but also it is also created. Because I mean, the way I see it, it doesn't mean that you have only one purpose. You can have multiple purposes.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. So, yeah, there's nothing to say that you have to limit yourself to only predetermined purpose or like a created purpose. I think you can have both. So, yeah, that's my answer.
Yeah, if there is a predetermined purpose, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you don't have to.
As to my
pursue
answer
it,
for does it
you can
matter
pursue
which
it.
is true? If the outcome feels meaningful, I don't think it matters. I mean, like if I'm seeing it from the perspective of a person to person thing, of a situation where, like, in a situation now where I'm not trying to convince anybody of anything. Like, does it matter whether you believe your purpose is predetermined or if it's created? In the end, I don't think so, because it's serving the same end result at the end of the day.
Yeah,
So
especially for your belief, right?
Yeah.
It all comes down to the relationship to God. Yeah.
yeah.
Right.
So I don't think it matters either. Yeah, sure. Moving on to 7. I like the pacing we're at, because at the beginning when I saw 8 points, I was like, we might have to do part 1, part 2, but
No,
I mean, we're just an hour and
let's
15,
finish it.
so
Let's finish
it's
it. Yeah.
good. It's good.
Let's
No.
finish it. Yeah, we've
Yeah.
made longer episodes.
Yeah. So anyway, 7, the enjoy versus figure out approach. Damn. What if the search for purpose is actually preventing us from living purposefully? Could being present and engaged with life as it is be more purposeful than constantly analyzing what it should be?
Oh,
So the
that
quote.
was not going the one direction I thought it was gonna go.
Okay. The quote accompanying this one is, don't go about life trying to figure out what it should be. Enjoy it for what it is. So I know my answer for this. But
Go for it. No.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah. Go for it. What is your answer?
Yeah. I mean, I touched upon it earlier as well, that, like, it shouldn't be something that you're obsessing yourself over and, like, just, abandoning all sense, trying to figure out a purpose for yourself. I mean, life in itself is so beautiful. I mean, just day to day, like, take away whatever, like, being an engineer, being a musician, or relationship with God, or whatever. Taking away all of that. All it takes is for you to just take 2 minutes of your time, sit out in nature, and just be like, damn, life is good. Like, I've had so many moments like that, at least after moving here, where I'm like at night if I can't sleep, I go near the lake, and, like, if it's a clear sky, stars are there, and I'm just like, yeah, man, maybe the purpose of life is just being there to witness this beauty. Like, damn, So I think, I mean, that is, and for me personally, and for, like, I don't like using the word Christians, but anyway, because there's so much more, like, attached to it, and so many misunderstandings attached to that word, but there's nothing else that I can use. So, okay, let me not say Christian. As believers of Christ, all right? There are different things, please. But yeah, as believers of Christ, for us, it's kind of like enjoying life through having that relationship with God. Like, it's while you are working yourself to better your relationship with God and bettering yourself and whatever, it's kind of like how you want to go to a place, right? You're taking a road trip to a place, and during that road trip, that you have like scenic views and all of that, and you enjoy the view during the road trip. So it's kind of like the same way with purposes. I feel like you have that purpose of reaching that, like developing your relationship with God. But then while doing that, while going on that road to attaining that goal, you have life, which is the scenic view, which by no means doesn't mean that you shouldn't stop on spots on the way and enjoy the view, enjoy the environment and whatever. So in the same way, I would say that definitely take time to appreciate life for what it is, apart from all of the worries and troubles we have of life, which is like jobs or studies or what whatever it is, just take time to just observe, like just see leaves falling, see snow falling, or like just notice traffic.
Enjoy the rain.
Yeah,
enjoy the traffic.
Yeah, enjoy the traffic. I mean,
enjoy the pollution.
Yeah, harder to do in some places than others, if you know what I mean. But yeah, just take a moment to sit down, and when you do sit down, I think, at least for me at least, I find out that there are a lot more things to be grateful about than to complain about. Even though that doesn't mean the complaints go away or vanish, or like my problems vanish or whatever. They're still there.
Yeah.
But then it just like shifts my perspective or shifts my focus from all the negative stuff to the positive stuff. And you're like, you know what? Maybe life isn't that bad. So that's my answer to it. Like I like definitely agree with being present and engaged with life as it is. Be more purposeful than constantly analyzing what it should be. 100%. I think it is more purposeful that way. So what do you think?
Oh no, like I think my answer was similar to yours anyways from the first point, especially to that first question. No, for sure. It could definitely a problem. It can definitely be a problem if you put too much into the finding the purpose.
Yeah.
Because, like we've said repeatedly, it's so much more important to be present, to experience the world around you. But going into that second question, the way I interpreted the engaging with life or engaging the world around you, I guess part of it is what you said, just enjoying your surroundings and the environment that you're in.
To clarify, that is just that is a method.
Oh no,
yeah. So that's like my method. But yeah, go.
But for me, I'm gonna add on to that, and I feel like it's also engaging with the world and what is happening around the world, its issues, its beauties, everything, to face it head on, even the things that are not doing so well, right? And then the second bit where it asks, is it more purposeful than constantly thinking about or analyzing what the world could be? I don't think so. I think both of those are meaningful in their own ways, right? Because our world is not perfect. There are a lot of issues, and like you said, even though it can be great to enjoy our surroundings, the problem does not go away.
Yeah.
Right. And we have to face them on eventually, or else, worst case scenario, we all die.
Yeah.
We all die.
Yeah.
Right. And there's no other way to phrase that.
Yeah.
Right? We all die. Right. So I feel like those two are equally important and just as purposeful and meaningful to think about. Engaging with the world, learning as much as you can about the world, facing the issues head on, and also enjoying what the world is offering us as well, and also thinking how to make it better as well. I feel like that's also equally important.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I agree
Yeah.
with you on that. Yep. All right. So moving on to, do you want to add anything else?
No,
or-
no, no.
Yeah.
That,
Okay.
that was it.
Moving on to the final point of this episode. Go ahead. You can read it.
The exist. I'm reading that right. The
Point number 8.
existence as evidence.
Yeah.
If our very existence suggests we're meant to be here, how does that change our relationship with self-doubt and worthlessness? I thought about that very differently. What is it?
Why is that when I'm recording that everybody in the world wants to text me? What is... Okay.
Mr.
go on.
Popular. Sorry, no, that. I'm joking.
Yeah, go on. Go
What
on.
does it mean to live?
Let me put this on Do Not Disturb. No, continue.
Alright, I'm just gonna start again.
Yeah. My
If-
bad. Entirely my bad. Yeah, go on.
If our very existence suggests we are meant to be here, how does that change our relationship with self-doubt and worthlessness? What does it mean to live from that assumption?
Okay. The inspiration from this point when I drafted it was actually how do I phrase this? I'm just gonna say it. Yeah, the point for this one was what was it again? The very fact that you're still alive means that God wants a relationship with you. You know, the fact that you are on this planet living a life and that you haven't died or that you never existed in the first place means that like you're intentionally there, was what the inspiration from this point was.
Oh, okay.
So with that context, what do you think? I mean, like in your own view of the existence
I'm just
versus
gonna go on a bit of a
evidence.
tangent.
Yeah.
When I first read that question, I was thinking about it in terms of us as a species, not as individuals.
Okay, fair enough. No, that's also like another approach. So go on.
If I go through the us as a species, are we meant to be here? No, we're just here by chance.
Okay.
We're just here by chance,
Okay.
right? We just happen to evolve into these things that we are, humans or Homo sapiens. So, but the question here, we're assuming that we're meant to be here. So,
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
it's because as I was saying, if our existence. So I guess we have to answer that first bit.
Well, I already answered.
You already answered it.
Yeah,
And
I
and I
completely
answered
disagree
it.
with you on the
And I
evolution stuff, but yeah.
I answered my version, which
Yeah.
talks about evolution.
Mm.
So yeah, we're here by chance. Here by chance. But I don't think that makes life any less valuable,
Okay.
right? Because you can still do so many things with your life, regardless if we were put here intentionally or not, right? Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, as I already made clear, I mean, like, I definitely do not agree with the evolution perspective, but that aside, how does that change our relationship with self-doubt and worthlessness? To caveat or disclaimer, or whatever the word is for what I'm about to say, I am not disregarding the existence of self-doubt and worthlessness and anything related to those two as well. They both definitely exist. And I am like, I myself am...
We're going through it.
Yeah, we both are going through it. And a lot of
going
other
through it.
people go through it, especially at this age for us as well.
And it can happen to anybody, any age, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it does, because for some people more than others, I mean, taking a bit of a somewhat darker route, given family situations and such, like they are raised to believe that they were never meant to be here, that they were an accident or it was a mistake that you're here or whatever. But then but I believe that it's not. I mean, regardless of, the choices that were made for you to be here, and if they were intentional or by mistake or whatever, a life is never given just by chance, at least as per my beliefs. Because I know you will take the whole scientific approach, and that's a whole other discussion for another time. But for my belief, life is never given by mistake or by chance. So in that way, that it's even though your own parents or family members or whoever that matters to you doesn't want you here or didn't want you here, and they're kind of forced to, deal with you or whatever the situation is, doesn't mean that you are worthless or that you were never meant to be here or you don't have a purpose to fulfill or that you don't have something that you can contribute to this world and make a change on it. Each person, regardless of background, religion, gender, views, whatever, each person is valuable. Each person plays a part in us as a species developing.
For sure.
And each person, no matter how small or big the impact, it's still an impact.
No,
And that's something that I feel like, at least in our modern day, that with the media and everything, we always underappreciate even this, like the small things, right? Because we always focus on the big stuff of like what Trump is doing or what Musk is doing or what.
Because that's what gets the views,
Yeah,
what
whatever Bill Gates is doing or whatever it is.
That's what catches the attention now.
Yeah. And what those people do does have the biggest impact on how the world runs. But then we also often forget how important, like, the roles that we play in our own little worlds is. That, how you don't have to be the one to invent the cure for cancer to be someone worth remembering. You just have to make a difference in one person's life. And I think that's more than that. Even if all you could say by the time that you're on your deathbed was that, oh, I helped this one person like ages ago with, I don't know, crossing the street or homework or whatever. You will never know what the impact of that one action led to.
Yeah, the butterfly effect.
Yeah. And even if that is the only thing that you managed to accomplish in this life you were given, I would still say that's something to be proud of and something to not diminish the value of.
Oh, no, agreed.
So in that way, it's not about whether we feel self-doubt or worthlessness. It's more about that you are not worthless. Like the fact that we do feel worthless and do have self-doubt and all of that, that's still there. That's still a very real problem and all of that. And like we are going to have other episodes dealing with those topics. But then the fact of the matter is that you're not worthless, and that you are, regardless of how you came to be in this world and whatever your beliefs are, whatever your views are on life, you do have an important role to play, at least in your own life for one, 2, in the lives of people around you, and 3, in the environment that you're in as well. So, yeah, that's my closing thoughts on this point. Do you have anything else to add?
For me, no, I agree with a lot of points. So just to add on to that, and also to dive in, I guess, more into my perspective, I don't think it matters if you follow each one of our other beliefs,
Yeah.
you're gonna experience self-doubt and worthlessness.
Yeah. 100%. Yeah.
Regardless, it's a thing. It exists. You will experience it at least once. But I would be surprised if you only experience it once, though.
If you haven't comment, we need to meet you. We need to witness this.
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
And like the overall goal, right, at the end is just to do the best that you can in whatever way you can.
Yep.
It doesn't matter if the end goal is to be remembered or if you want to pursue this one specific thing for your own self, for yourself, or for validation or whatever. Just try to be the best version that you can, do the best that you can in the ways that you know you can, learn more about the world, improve in ways that you can. Why is it glitching?
I don't know. I'm going to check that out later.
That's like the 10th time.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. But yeah.
No, it's very distracting. But yeah.
My point basically is, or the point that I was going to add on.
Anymore, so I can just,
Yeah, the point that I was going to add on was basically is it doesn't matter what belief you follow, right?
No.
The main point is that you're going to experience those things, self-worth, self-doubt, and worthlessness. But the most important thing is to just keep going, do what you can, and do your best. And that you should be proud of that.
Yeah. And always strive to improve. I mean, there's this quote that Ren, like the musician Ren, once said that, we should be better simply because it's an option. So, never stop. I mean, not to say that don't be grateful or satisfied with who you are and where you are at life. You should be. And I feel like we've touched on that point. Have we touched on that?
I think so, yeah, I think so.
Because I'm getting deja vu, so...
Like in the first episode, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah, I think so.
Somewhere along the last 6 episodes, we have touched on it. So
it's either in the first episode, masks or masks.
No, first was
perspectives or masks.
Yeah,
Perspectives
one
or
of
masks.
the two. But somewhere along the last 6 episodes, we touched on it. But yeah, never stop trying to improve yourself. So that's also another thing. But anyway, that brings us to the end of episode 7. This was nice. I think so far this has been our most hopeful episode.
Oh no, for sure.
It's definitely more positive than the other ones. And I like that. I like it very much. But yeah, had fun making this episode. It was a really good conversation.
Oh no, great.
Yeah, I'm just reflecting on it. It was a really good conversation. But yeah, this is the end of this episode. Yeah, you can say the YouTuber thing.
Damn, it's always.
Or should I say it for once?
You do it. You need to feel how
you've been doing it for the past 6 episodes.
Exactly, I've done it for the past 6 episodes. You need to feel how cringy it is to say it.
So, Jesus, I feel okay. Don't forget.
He can't even go for the first word. He can't even say the first word.
It hurts me physically. All right, yeah. Come on, lock in. Don't forget to like.
He's barfing. He is having a visceral, physical reaction to this. Come on.
I respect you so much for being able to do this.
You need to do it at least once. This one time.
Okay.
This is one time.
Okay.
And I will never make you. I'll
Fine.
never make you do it again.
Fine. So, I can't do it with a straight face, bro. But okay, don't forget to like, subscribe. What else? Hit the bell for notifications. To comment down below your thoughts, to interact with us with the comments, and
we have an Instagram as well.
Right, we have an Instagram. Follow us there. You can interact with us through the DMs there as well. We have now slowly started making like anticipation posts, behind the scene posts, and stuff like that. So you get a closer look on how these things are made there. But
Spotify.
Yep. Also, Spotify listeners, we love you. Your polls are coming, I promise. Well, I mean, at the time of recording this episode,
The
only
polls would have come out. I would have guessed.
yeah, hopefully,
I would have
hopefully,
guessed. I would guess.
hopefully would have come out because we are like 2 weeks
Ahead. Yeah.
ahead. So at this point, episode 5 is out. By which time no polls are out yet, but 6 and 7 maybe who knows. But yeah, that as well. Plus next episode we have a very, very special surprise for you people. It's gonna be different. It's gonna be fun. Hopefully it's gonna be fun.
Oh, yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
gonna be
It's
fun.
definitely gonna be different, but yeah, I think it'll be fun as well.
Yeah.
And
fun.
yeah, so look forward to that. But yeah, anything else you want to add?
No,
No?
you've gone through the whole thing. Congratulations.
Thank
How'd
you.
that feel?
Horrible. I hate myself. But yeah, also episodes every Saturday, because I mean, by this time you, like, if you're someone who follows the channel, then yeah, you know. But if
Yeah,
you're like
you already figured
watching
out the
for the first
schedule.
time or whatever, and you have decided to follow us, episodes come out every Saturday. And right, the line. I haven't
have
shortened it
to-
or whatever, but I
You
will.
have to make it shorter.
I will preach this till the end.
No,
Yes.
it has to be shorter.
I hope that this served as entertainment for you at the very least, and as enlightenment at the very most. But yeah, and we'll catch you next week.
Stay curious. I feel like that's so much better.